good morning to you. Happy Sunday. Don't I look adorbs? Oh yes, see, this is what it looks like when you're staining fences and painting houses. And this is our little tool shed. Shannon, you'll probably drool over this. You probably want all these tools. Super cool tools. And here's the stereo system that bumps the music outside, which is awesome. And today's good morning video is just going to be a little different. I'm just going to show you around because I don't think I've done that yet. Okay, here's the hallway. This is what we are painting. So as you can kind of see here, old color, new color, still have quite a bit to paint. Yes, apparently Dr. Guyton is very concerned that we do not get paint on this right here. I already got a little paint on it though. Hey, it's what happens when you give me a towel as like a platform to paint over. But apparently towels, they actually absorb paint. And so if I drop paint on the towel, it's going to go through onto the concrete. Not really my fault, but whatever, you know. I did still technically get paint on his ground. Thanks. Anyhow, okay, so this is the hallway. This back here is all construction. This is where the wedding venue is going to be. And as you can see back there, those doors right there, those open up to like a beautiful view of the whole gorgeous landscape that is Granby, Colorado. And all right, so we've got this venue here. And then if we go through this way, I'm not going to take you all the way through. Well, actually, I kind of am because I wanted to show you guys something super cool. Okay, here's like the washer and dryer. This is another area back here that's going to be converted into a kind of a dressing room staging area. And then back here, this is what's really cool. Because this used to be a horse property, back here, we actually have all these horse stalls. And so what Dr. Guyton and I were laughing at is he's not going to convert them into something other than a horse stall. However, what he is going to do, well, he said what we could do, those would be awfully good dog kennels. Yes, they would. And the funny thing, I told him, so my room, which is the innkeeper's quarters, it's right in here, so you can kind of see through in here. And I told him this is one of the kennels. I said, that's where I'll put my favorite dog. Anyhow, so this is going to be super cute. Extends all the way through there. There's kind of more spacing out in the back. And, when those open up, the word I was looking for earlier that I was struggling for was the Continental Divide. So there's actually a perfect view of that there. So I'll show you guys my quarters later, but pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Then we come out here, and now we are on our deck. I think you guys know those swings. They're kind of my favorite, so you've probably seen them a lot. Here's our front chairs, the view that I'm sure you guys have become quite familiar with. And then right here, this is what I'm working on this morning. So these fences here have already been stained, but they need to get a second coat. And then for some reason, not really sure why, but that little one left alone pole down there at the bottom has not been stained at all. So I'm going to stain that little lonely guy and see if we can make him feel a little less lonely. Anyhow, that's my goal. It's 6 a.m. and I've already gotten, well, it's probably about 6:30 now. I got started at 6. But my plan is to, see, Dr. Guyton did lock me into a plan for today, him in his like crafty little ways. So when I was there for dinner last night, before getting pulled over, of course, for the non-DUI, he was talking about today, and he had mentioned that he was going to probably come over in the morning. Well, and he wanted me to take Riley home last night. I'll update you guys on all of that later. But anyhow, that's their dog. I would have taken him, but I felt bad. So I'll tell you later. But so I told him, well, I didn't want to take Riley because I was planning on hiking early in the morning. And then he was like, well, how early? And I said, well, I'm going to probably work on the fence first. So I feel like I'll start that at like 6, probably put in a few hours, and then hopefully be on the trail by 10. And then he's like, oh, well, what trail? So, of course, I looked it up because he always wants to know what trail I'm on. And then I told him the trail I was on. And he's like, okay, so it will take you, a couple of hours? I'm like, no, it says 4 hours. He's like, okay. So from like 10 to 2? I'm like, well, no, like it says 4 hours, but I like to take pictures because like I don't want, it's not even that I don't want to explain my process throughout the day. I don't think about it in that way. Like I just know what I want to do and get done. And then I go about my day and I do it and I get it done. Like I don't like to systematically organize it that way, because if I tell you it's going to take me 3 hours to hike that and it's harder than I thought, or for example, I get to the lake and I want to hang at the lake for an hour, I don't want to sit there thinking, oh, I have to be back by 3 o'clock or people are going to worry, or like I have a commitment, or like that just takes the fun out of it for me. So I told him, no, like it says 4 hours. Like So he's like, okay, so from 10 to 3. And then I told him, but I probably would want 5 just in case, you know. He's like, okay, so from 10 to 3. You know, like, I don't know. I guess. So I guess today I am painting from like 6 to 9 or 10. And then I'm going to go hit the trails from like 10 to 3. And then who knows, whatever. So, yeah, that's my day. And I'm going to go now because I got to get this painting going. Because now I feel like I'm on a freaking timeline and I'm already behind. See how that plays out? All right. I love you guys. I will show you the after product as well because it's going to be pretty. I want to diamond art it. Bye.
In the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above?
Well, hello there. It is 11:30. I have been painting fence since 6 a.m. with no stopping, no breaks. I'm a little tired, but I've been staying hydrated at least, and I am done, officially done. Here's what I've accomplished. So starting here at this little green fence, I did all of this.
Well, I've been afraid of changing 'cause I've built my life around you, but time makes you.
There, well, there's 3 or 4 unstained, and then the ones beyond that are stained. Allison got to those yesterday, so anyhow. Oh, and I did the rest of the stuff up front that I spent a couple hours on that this morning, so feeling accomplished. Anyhow, I have a call to make because I told myself noon was my deadline to make my call, and it's almost noon, so gonna go do that, and I'll let you know how it goes. All right, bye.
But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too.
So as you guys know, I woke up this morning. I think I sent some videos, been painting fences, doing all that. And I had given myself a deadline of noon to have my conversation about my return trip home. And I finished up right before noon. God wanted me to have that conversation. So I went ahead and changed my clothes real quick, sat outside and called Dr. Guyton and had the conversation. And I told him, you know, that I was done painting the fence for today and I was going to change and head into town and start scheduling my trip home, and that I've decided I'm going to leave on Wednesday. And he asked why, and I shared with him that it was the kind of social distancing COVID thing made me really uncomfortable. And then also the truth is I just want to get back to being Mindy, and I've been this free bird and like had all this like wonderful happiness around me, and like I haven't been feeling like that the last couple days, and I've really been struggling with it. And I shared with him that I just am not finding my comfort zone, you know, and that I want to get back to that. I'm going to make sure you guys have some fun stuff to see. So you join me on the rest of this adventure and let's go have some fun. All right, bye. About 6 o'clock and I have finished editing my video episode number 2, except for the music. So I'm going to go to a Starbucks maybe and sit outside. I know you can't go in, but maybe I can log in through their Wi-Fi if I'm in their parking lot, and then I can get faster upload speeds. So I'm going to try and do that and see if it will work so I can get the video out to you guys for episode 2. Now, while I'm out there, I'm also going to drive around and see if I can find myself a moose. I'm going on moose hunt number 2. Hopefully this one is better than the last one. Although there's a lot of thunderstorm clouds coming in, so mooses are probably not out roaming around right now, but maybe they are. I don't know. We'll find out. Bye, guys.
Oh, I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow,